Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. We are now at iCar at the Midnight Madness event, and what a day. First of all, it is freaking boiling hot. It's like 36 degrees with the humidity Celsius. I'm not sure what that gives in Fahrenheit, but it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. So I'll give you guys a little preview of what's going on today. I'm in my camper right now. Me and my girlfriend bought this last year to be able to go to the DMCC events and sleep in the pits. And now the beds are closed because they're calling for rain later, so I'd rather just close the beds and not have to worry about it later, but give you a little look of what it looks like inside. Sorry for the mess, but we have the little kitchen area, sink, microwave, the oven. Here we have the dining table. This opens up and it's a queen size bed. This can turn into a bed too. Then on the other side we also have a double bed that can open out, and of course bathroom and shower. Obviously it's not the height of luxury, but it works. You know, we got AC, so we're cool at night, get to sleep, get to cook your food, got the barbecue outside. Can't ask for more. I really love it, and maybe one day I'll upgrade, but for now this is perfect. All right, let's go check out some drifting. So just to give you an idea how close we are to the action, walk out of the camper, right in the pits. We got Chris from Overdose Performance.
What's up?
Getting some new tires.
New tires.
How many did you go through?
4 so far today.
Not bad, not bad.
Super hot. Too hot.
That's what she said.
I'll introduce my new pickup truck for the 2022 season. Just picked it up. It's a Sierra 2500 gas, and should be more than enough to tow the trailer and the S14. And we can't forget the awesome golf cart that gets us around in the pits. It's ghetto, but it works. It's actually an old Yamaha, like from the 80s golf cart, and the guy I purchased it from actually put a ATV three-wheeler 200cc Yamaha motor, and it's a 5-speed transmission, and I gotta say it freaking rips. It's actually pretty freaking dangerous. So I should technically be wearing a helmet when I drive this thing, but yeah. I got my private chauffeur. Thank you, man. So the Midnight Madness is pretty much a fun event. Just it's a 2-day event. There was a party last night, DJ and everything. Everybody chilling, having a good time. It's the beginning of the season, so everybody's just happy to be in the heat and enjoying the smell of burnt rubber. This evening there's a Club Clash event, which is a team competition event. So it's it's 3 teams of 3. Teams of 3, and they pretty much compete like in regular drifting, but it's teams. So hopefully the rain holds out before that happens, and I'll try and get that on video. actually Marc Langeville, ex-Formula D driver, and Kevin Morin, who is DMCC 2021 champion. DMCC driver Kevin Morin has won 6 setup here. He came with 2 cars. He has an S15 and a Soarer. I'm not sure if it's a Soarer or, yeah, it is a Soarer. And I'll give you guys a little glimpse of what he has. Go for a ride with Marc Langeville, who is a ex-Formula D driver and DMCC champion. I think he's DMCC champion, I'm not sure. He's a good driver, so it's gonna be fun. And just a side note, this is his fun car that he has fun on the weekends. He does have a 2JZ S14 that makes probably like around 800 wheel, but obviously running that car for fun is way too expensive, so he has just his C-Time 350Z. I think we're going to be doing some tandem with Kevin Morin and Cédric Légaré, who are 2 other DMCC drivers. It's coming down really hard. I don't know if you guys can see anything, but too bad because the day was freaking awesome and they're supposed to have the team competition, as I was saying before, but I don't think they're gonna do it. But like I said, awesome day. We were here yesterday too. There was a little party, fun catching up with people we haven't seen for the whole winter. But gonna end the video there. I really got to get my car done. Being here, going in with Longerville, I was supposed to go with Mikey Roux. I was going to show you his S13 that he has a K24 turbo swap. Looks like a solid power plant. Looks like a fun car. But that'll be for next time. But like as I was saying, I really got to get my car done. I want to drive. There's not much left, honestly. I have to bring it to Ardo, like I said in the other video, I think. That he just has to make the tranny mount. And I have to take the engine back out, unfortunately, to install the clutch and flywheel. But after that, honestly, I have about a day's worth of working on the car to get it running, to get it DMCC legal. I still have a bit of work to do. I have to make like a firewall or shroud around the ACU sump. I have to get a fire suppression system. So there's a couple of things, but you know, at least I could get it running, get it driving, start feeling. I'm sure it's going to be a completely different car with the V8. You know, it's heavier and everything and a lot more power, so I am gonna have to like dial in the car. So I'm gonna need some decent testing before going to round 1 of the MCC. But hopefully in the next video we'll be at Ardo's doing the tranny mount and we'll get this thing running. So all right, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. I'll catch you later. By the way, to anybody who's not local to here, ICAR is an old airport. You can see the tower is still there, but it's an old airport that they converted into a racetrack. I think they have a NASCAR oval there. They have a pretty sick go-kart track. They have some shops and garages. They obviously have a time attack, like a full big racetrack. They have the dedicated drift track. There's a drag strip, and in the winter I know they do snow attack, and it's a pretty awesome complex, and we're lucky to have it. It's like 20 minutes away from my house, and love coming here. Man, what a crazy storm that was at ICAR. I'll try and find some pictures or videos to show what went down at the track. But there's actually some sectors in Quebec and Ontario that got hit really hard. I think in the States too.
Holy moly! Whoa! Whoa!
Not sure if it's a tornado that hit ICAR, but I know there were some cities right next to us that did get hit. And I gotta say, the camper was really moving. I was starting to freak out a little, but hopefully everything was okay. Near my house, it didn't seem to hit pretty hard. There wasn't anything blown away. I had one of my neighbors who came to my house and moved. My Prelude was parked right next to my garbage pails and recycling bin. And this winter, my girlfriend, with her Lexus, she was parked downtown Montreal, and then we had some crazy winds, and there's like recycling bins or garbage bins that fell on her Lexus and actually dented the door really bad and dented the front fender. So yeah, that really sucks. So I was paranoid that was going to happen. So luckily I have my awesome neighbor, Paul, who came to move the garbage bins. So thank you, Paul. Now, after spending the weekend at Midnight Madness at ICAR, you know, getting to see everybody drifting their rides and going for a ride with Mark Longerville, I really need to finish my car. So I'm going to do a couple of things this evening. It's already a bit late, so I'm not going to do too much. But there's actually 2 things that I want to do. I have to finish installing the clutch master. It's like temporarily installed, but it's a bit tight, so I'm going to make the hole a bit bigger. So I'm going to permanently mount it afterwards and then put the other end of it connected to the clutch pedal. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a permanent wiring for the switch panel. So you have the pretty much the fuse box, or what the solid state relay box that I'm going to wire to power with a breaker. I got a breaker right here. One of these breakers like this. It's an 80 amp breaker. The panel is, I think it's limited to 70 amps. I'm nowhere near there, so 80 is going to be more than enough. So I'm also going to try and position it in a way that when I'm sitting in the car, I could actually reach it to turn it on or turn it off. So yeah, let's start with the clutch master and then we'll finish with the panel. Now the kit that I bought comes from Hybrid Performance, and it comes with all the necessary hardware to mate the Wilwood Master to the S14 clutch pedal. So let's get that done right now. Now I just found out the hard way that it's easier to install the adapter plate directly to the clutch master before installing it on the car, so let's do that right now. And there it is. This portion of the install is done. Now let's get to the clutch pedal. Alrighty, I got the clutch pedal connected and roughly adjusted. Obviously once the fluid gets in there and we bleed the clutch, it might need to be adjusted. So I don't know if you could see, but I just placed the cotter pin, yeah, right there. I just placed the cotter pin into the pin, but I didn't fold it around right now just in case I need any adjustment. Alright, now that we're done the install of the clutch master, let's take care of the relay box for the switch panel. All we have to do is pass a new power wire with the breaker that I showed before, a new ground wire, bolt everything up, and we'll be done for the night. So right now you can see that there's already wiring here, but I wanted the whole car to have like 4 gauge and 2 gauge wiring. So I'm going to beef this up a bit more and put the breaker. I'm trying to decide where to mount the breaker. I'm not sure if I want to put it on the tunnel or on the top of the tunnel or on the side of the tunnel. I just really want to be able to reach it when I'm sitting in the car in case something trips, or let's say if I shut it for some reason and I'm sitting in the driver's seat and I want to turn it back on. I'm you know what, I really think tunnels are probably going to be the best place, so let's put it there. So I finally changed my mind and decided to mount it up there. I found it cleaner. I found that, you know, having wires go across the top of the tunnel wasn't very appealing, so put it there. Worst case scenario, I take the airbag cover, it just pops off and I could reach there. So that's perfect. All right, let's do the wiring. breaker is installed, all the wiring's done. I forget if I spoke about this this terminal that I purchased. It's really awesome. It's a bulkhead, so there's a terminal on each side. So the feed is coming from the kill switch, and then the kill switch goes to here, powers up this bulkhead connector. On the other side is the starter, so there's going to be a short wire that goes straight to the wire to the starter, and then to my switch panel and to the alternator. Now this is actually good up to 500 amps, so that's really awesome. Makes a clean install. I really like it. Unfortunately, I ran out of 4-gauge wire to finish the ground, but for now I put the old one. I chose a spot to bolt the ground, sanded it down, I installed it temporarily. Tomorrow I'll go get some. I'm missing like a foot, so I need, in all I need like a foot and a half, so it's okay. I'll go to the store, get some. I'll be able to take care of that later this week. Now, before I end off the video, I wanted to address, I got a couple of people who private messaged me asking me, you know, where I went to school, if I went to mechanic school or, you know, fabrication work, etc. Where did I learn it from? I did not do any studies, whether it's mechanical work or fab or even electronics. And as probably you can see, I'm not a professional. I'm sure I made mistakes. I'm sure people will be able to point out mistakes that I made, or, you know, stuff that I shouldn't do. But I've learned everything from either my father, from either Ardo, Miro, you know, hanging around these amazing people like that. You really, if you're really interested, you will be able to learn, and you will make mistakes. I've made mistakes. This is the second time I wire this car. You know, when I did it the first time, I was so impressed that I managed to do everything myself. Never had any problems, luckily. Now that I redid it a second time, when I was taking it all apart, I was like, oof, whoa, why the heck did I do that? But that's what happens when you learn. You know, you make mistakes and you learn from your mistakes, and then you make it better. It's time consuming. You really have to be patient and do things properly. And if you do, you'll have the proper results. So like I said, I'm sure the things that I could do better, you know, I don't have all the proper tooling. You know, the more I advance, the more I buy. But I can't just buy everything, because if I want, I could probably spend like $5,000 just in tooling to do the wiring. You know, if you want an amazing engine harness, I would go see somebody like Ardo. He's the master. He did the Prelude. You know, actually one day I'll do like a full video on the Prelude, so you guys can, you know, see went through this build. But we'll save that for another video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Some awesome action in it. And hopefully the more the summer progresses, there will be more and more action. So thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, comment. I will see you another day.